Good morning, class. Today we'll take the last topic of the chapter, the judiciary. Here we'll know about the role of judiciary, what we read in the chapter, how beautifully it played, like the office memorandum we remember. But prior to this, we must know the meaning of judiciary. Judiciary is one of the institution in our country which provide justice to the people, not to the special segment of a country, but to each one who is the citizen of the country. So here we have seen that the story of memorandum, we remember what had happened in that. We know that if there is nothing like a supreme court in the country, what would happen? The even if there was a supreme court, it had no power of justice, judge action of the government. What would happen? Even if it had power, and if no one trusted in supreme court to give fair verdict, so even if give a fair judgment, if those who appealed against the government order did not accept the judgment, means what would happen if it is not? So judiciary is an independent and powerful, considered essential for democracy, and the court level in the country put together called judiciary. So judiciary is that court level, means supreme court, high court, district court. So these courts are, as we read, and the courts are of local level. India has integrated judiciary, and it means that supreme court control all the judicial administration in the country. So its decisions are binding on the other courts of the country, and it can take up the dispute means like a dispute between the citizen of the country, and between the citizen and the government, between the two or more state government, and between the government at the union governments at the union and state level. So they can be any, or it is the highest court appeal in the civil and criminal cases. It can hear appeal against the decision of the high court. So independence of the judiciary means that it is not under the control of legislature or the executive. Remember, we had heard federal structure, and among the organ, that is legislature, then executive, then judiciary. So judiciary is independent, it is not under any pressure or any kind of institution. The judges do not act on the direction of the supreme court according to the wishes of the party in power. That is why all the modern democracy have courts that are independent of legislature and executive. India has achieved this, and the judges of Supreme Court or High Court are appointed by the President of India. This we read in the previous segment, when the power or nominal power of president. So, like on the advice of the Prime Minister of the country, with the consultation. So, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and in practice, it now means that senior judges of uh, senior judges of the Supreme Court select the new judges of the Supreme Court and the High Courts. There is a very little scope for interference of the political executive. Means here the discussion is not among other executives, but only it is done by the Supreme Court judges. So, the senior most judge of the Supreme Court is usually appointed by the Chief Justice. Once the person is appointed as a judge to the Supreme Court or High Court, is nearly impossible to remove him or her position. But sometimes, some cases, if take place, it is through the impeachment system. Impeachment is vote when the two-thirds of its members sit together, both the houses, and this take place. It has never had happened in the Indian history if this impeachment took place. Some rare cases are there, and in judiciary in India, It is also one of the most important, powerful in the world. So, Supreme Court and High Court have a power to interpret the constitution of the country, and they can declare invalid any law for the legislature and action of the executive, whether at union level and the state level, if they find such a law or action against the constitution. Means constitution is very uh, up up in the hand. So if against any of the system of judiciary is, so this is again is not, is neutral, will not come in any effect of. So thus they can determine the consultation validity of legislation action executive in the country. When the challenged before them, there is one thing that is to be know about judicial review. Judicial review is that it can be a case can be revised, or it can be discussed again on the other branches. So Supreme Court of India also ruled that the core of basic principle of constitution cannot be changed in the parliament. The power of the independence of judiciary allow to act the guardian or the fundamental rights. Means Supreme Court is the guardian of fundamental rights. And we shall see in the next chapter, the citizen means where the democratic rights are given, that uh, means that citizens have right to approach the court to seek the remedy in the case of violation their rights. Means if any person's rights are affected, they can go to the Supreme Court generally it gives safeguard to the minorities, and several judgment and directives to project public interest and human rights. As any approach of the court public interest hurt by the action government, this is called public interest litigation. Means if any one group of the society is affecting not getting its right properly, but the people are poor, they don't have any access to the lawyer and system, so they can go for this help like public interest litigation. Courts intervene to prevent the misuse of government power to make the decision. They check malpractices part of the public officials. Means by this they can appeal to the court, and that is why the judiciary enjoy high level of confidence among the people. So this was all about, and we can understand in brief or in major point through some PPT part. Let's see. So all the courts of different level in the country collectively called judiciary. When we go to the meaning, then independent and powerful institution is considered essential for the democracy, and the Indian judiciary consists of Supreme Court for the entire nation, High Court and state, district courts, and the courts or the local level. So judiciary in India is one of the most powerful in the world, and it means that Supreme Court control the judicial administration in the country. What kind of dispute they are? Dispute between the citizens, and dispute between the citizen and the government, dispute between two or the more state, and dispute between the government at the union and state level. Wherever the disputes take place, it is the judiciary which holds the justice. And the judges do not action and the direction of the government or according to the wishes of the party power. So here another term we had discussed, that is public interest litigation. If people are sometimes suffering or they want justice from particular issue, so this help they can use. So means It's allowed to act the guardian fundamental right. That is why the judiciary enjoys high level of confidence among the people. Now, prevent of the misuse of the power. Sometimes the Supreme Court, the role of Supreme Court here is that it can intervene in writing. It can give or to prevent the misuse of the government power to make decisions. Sometimes government which are not following constitution and taking its own decision unnecessarily, that can be interfered or intervened by the Supreme Court or the courts, and they check the malpractices part of public officials. Means the corruption can be controlled by only the judiciary. That is why the judiciary enjoy high level confidence among the people. Means everyone's faith is in the judiciary. We find this. And the judges of the Supreme Court and High Court appointed by the President of India. We know this, but when the judges of the High Courts is that collectively the senior one of the Supreme Court, they elect the uh, higher High Court judges. So, President, when he appoint the Supreme Court judge on the advice of Prime Minister, consultation with the Chief Justice and Supreme Court even. So, senior most judges of the Supreme Court is usually appointed the Chief Justice. And once the person is appointed, it is very difficult to remove from his seat. If it is, then it's by the impeachment. Impeachment, we know that two-third member are sitting together, then they discuss over the things. In the history of India, it has not happened. So now hierarchy of judiciary in India. Sometimes these are the very important term you must understand. Like Constitution of India is the supreme or legal document for the country, and there are various level of judiciary in India, different types of court, and they are strict hierarchy of importance. In the with order, the courts in which they sit with the support with the Supreme Court of India at the top, followed by High Court and District Court. You can understand like this: Supreme Court, then it is High Court, then it is District Court. So, the magistrate of the second class and civil judges, junior division at the bottom, the courts here criminal and civil cases, including disputes individual and the government. So, the Indian judiciary is independent of executive and legislative, means any other cannot interfere into the affairs. So, this was all about the briefing of judiciary. Hope you understood. Now, chapter is finished. Thank you. Have a nice day.